a new year, 2022. Are we not super excited? I hope you got your energy back and you're ready to go, ready to launch the new year, right? It should be nothing but blue skies and rainbows in your world, even if it's chilly outside. But in all seriousness, hopefully everybody's getting their 22 started off right, rested and recharged. You've had a chance to reflect and project. Hopefully do some goal settings and get yourself aligned for the new year. I know that's one of the big things Risha and I have been talking about is just, making 2022, another amazing year. We're certainly appreciative, full of gratitude for everything that we saw and experienced over the last year. We grew quite a bit. Our family did, and we grew individually. And so we recognize that not just our business growth, but our personal growth is also paramount, and it's important to prioritize that in your journey, right? So many of us will look at the next raise, the next promotion that we could get in our job. But then the question is, how quickly or how often or how frequently are we taking any kind of look at our own lives and saying, are there some spots I can level up? Some of you out there have a great work ethic, but what if you haven't taken a vacation in like 9 years? Even in corporate, they give you a sabbatical after 7. You get like 2 months off, right? So think about that. Simple things like that. If you're not having fun just yet, or if you need to maybe invest a little bit more quality time into some of your relationships, that could be something that you really want to set off in 22 and get it going the right way. Maybe there's some phone calls you failed to make at the end of last year, business or professional, that you can just use the excuse of the new year to say, hey, happy new year. I know it's the 5th, but I'm thinking of you and wishing you well, right? So I just want to focus on that briefly because we can use some of these same things from a business standpoint in our personal lives and get that double improvement boost effect, because that's really what we're trying to do. We are trying to get to a point where we feel like we're winning in both life and business and not just one or the other. So it is important for us to make sure that we don't get too out of sync or lopsided in one growth area or the other. All right. You see a lot of examples of this in the gym, right? Like, oh, you keep skipping squat day, huh? Love that bench. You're shaped like an upside down triangle, walking around on a couple of popsicle sticks. So we always want, and I joke about that because I got pretty skinny legs, but I'm strong as an ox in my upper body. And I mention that because we want to have some level of balance in life. And it's great to go hard, stay focused in one area of your life for a short sprint to drum up some drastic and amazing results. But you've got to also recognize the reasons for the changing seasons, when you need to be able to recharge and reprioritize things and just recalibrate. Have a different perspective on the future. Have a more optimistic, balanced, and realistic version of the future, right? One of my mentors, Jim Rohn, he says, if you were to just all of a sudden you find yourself become $1 million richer, right? Someone drops a duffel bag in your lap with $1 million in it. What's the first thing you should do? Bonus for anybody that gets this right. What's the first thing you do? Somebody drops a duffel bag in your lap for $1 million. What's the first thing you should do? The first thing you should do is become a millionaire. Yeah, I know. Sounds crazy. Become a millionaire. A millionaire in your mind. Become a millionaire. Be, emphasis word, right? Because when you become a millionaire, you do millionaire things and you get to have and keep the $1 million. If you don't, you don't. That's why you always hear the stories about the lotto winners that are broke in 3 to 5 years because they were like a 20K mindset. So they're left over with the 20 grand in life savings that they've got after the millions have come and gone. So thinking about these simple things that you can look at in your own world to have some impact. And a lot of it's just shift in perspective. So what's going to be new for you in 2022? We'd love to know. As you know, we love calling our shots, looking at leveling up, finding ways that we can really push ourselves to essentially ascend, but to do it the right way. So you don't feel like you're climbing up the ladder and then leaning against the wrong building to where you want to go. So taking a more holistic view and looking at all that in 2022 is one of the things that's important to us that we really want to take some time here and convey to all of you. If you want to reach your best potential, you've got to take a look at more than just one piece of it all, right? It's more than just how fit you get if your relationships are out of whack, or it's if you sacrifice your health to build your wealth. Guess what? All your wealth's going to go to restoring your health, and it's probably not going to be the way that you want it to be. So this is one of those personal and business moments where we want to make sure that you all are getting what you need. So we're sharing and starting with the things that have helped us, not just in the world of being ninjas, but in the world of life. So that's one of the things we wanted to lead with for this year. Because as we align and look at the new and coming year, what's important to us is to continue leaning into that, right? To continue leaning into the growth, to continue leaning into the personal development, right? That allows you to have the $1 million once the double bag's dropped in your lap. And so as we look at 2022, we figure this is one of those great opportunities for us to look at how can we serve the world at a higher level. If we're all looking to ascend to our peak potential, right, we've got to find out what is the next level. Where is the next level? What does it look like? What does it require? We expect it to be harder or more challenging or challenging in different ways because it's new. Not necessarily difficult, but just new. But that newness feels like difficulty, right? So as we look at our 2022, what does it consist of? I want to share some of this. Hopefully we'll get a little dialogue going of sorts and get this group and community to open up, start that process of really getting this relay of great information and exchange. So as we look at 22, we're leaning into the personal development piece. I talked about that, but we're real estate investors. So what are you going to do? Just read a bunch of books all day and not do deals? No, don't get it twisted. But it is about understanding some of the psyche and some of the habits, the millionaire success habits, the billionaire success habits, that those have been in the game a long time, that they've made a part of their DNA. And many of these things we've made a part of our DNA, but we're still climbing. We're still growing. We're still looking to enhance ourselves. And so we've got quite a lot of business knowledge. We've got a good level of personal knowledge too. And we want to keep growing that. So one of the things that'll be interesting for us in 2022 that you'll see is us leaning more into that and saying, hey, you know what? Gosh dog it, there's a few things we know out there. And as you all have seen for the last 2 years of us doing live trainings in this group every single week, that's one of the things we really enjoy, helping to light your candle. You know, knowledge is the new education. And the beautiful thing about lighting somebody's candle is if I'm hot like fire and I have a lit candle, right, and you've got no flame, you've just got an unburnt candle, and I light your fire. Now we both have fire, right? I light your candle, we both have the flame. If I got $5 and give you my $5, you got 5, I'm left 5 short. But with knowledge, it's like an asset, it's like the new money. You can exchange that, you could offer that, you can bless somebody with that and still be able to retain what you have. And so that's where I think it's great for us to be able to share with this community that our evolution as real estate investors and real estate entrepreneurs and the different things that we do, it's going to keep growing along with us. So it's not going to be just landlording anymore. It's not going to be just wholesaling properties anymore. It's not going to be just tax liens. It's not going to be just raising capital. It's not going to be just multifamily syndications, right? It's not going to be, just private funding other investors' deals. It's also going to be leaning into helping investors grow to be the best people they can be so they can access their dream life now instead of just hoping it all works out eventually, right? So I guess that's a fancy way of saying is we want to take more people up the mountain with us. And this actually goes, what I like to say, beyond the build out, because it's been a great opportunity for us over these last couple of years to share all sorts of ninja hints and tips and tricks and how to get the most out of your automation software, how to build it properly, how to structure it for success long-term and dynamics of changes in your business, which is all well and good. It's rewarding to us. We know with a group of 100 members and plus a whole bunch of other clients in this space that didn't necessarily have the same build out that you all did. It's like we know we've got the ability to be able to light up your world and help you push past your problems by knocking down the obstacles, which in the case of, using REI Blackbook software to run your real estate business, it's a matter of helping you with a tool. It's a matter of helping you utilize a tool better to get the results you want, right? And so as cool as that is, let's not forget about the God-given tool that we have, or the tool that we're born with, being a brain, a mind, an ability to think, and making sure that we optimize that. Because if you optimize that, you can tweak any man-made tool. But your given tools are the ones that you need to make sure that you properly nurture and properly invest in and properly make the most of so you can have the success in the outside world that you're looking for. And so as we go and grow up the mountain, we want to hereby make it known, right, that we welcome any of you to come with us, to come join us up this path, to grow and become a larger, more powerful and amazing version of yourself. But it might not be just developing your real estate investing skills. It's going to be investing in other parts of your world where you learn about different things in your life that change the results that you get in your business. And so with that, it's important for me to not just make the invitation to all of you, say, hey, you know what you're saying sounds amazing. I know I got personal changes in my life I need to make. Can you show me a way? Can you help me up that mountain? Then just raise your hand and say, let's go. Because we're here to help you guys in that arena, right? We're not just real estate investors exclusively. We also provide guidance, coaching, mentoring. And that's for the real estate piece as well as the personal life piece. So knowing that and finally really just leaning into and owning that as part of our identity, that's something we want to share with you. Because we continue to fully intend to have there be value in this group that all of you can draw from to help level up your business as well as your life. Because we drop some mindset stuff in here as well. But I think the difference here is the idea that just hitting you guys over the head every Wednesday with a couple of tips and tricks and trainings is fantastic. But it's time that we bring this goodness that we've been working on and investing in and cultivating in ourselves and bring it to a little bit wider of an audience. So as we find ourselves naturally transitioning into more of the personal growth space to help you reach your full potential as individual human beings, there's a shift going on, right? So you're still going to get some good quality content here as far as real estate investing and knowledge is related, but there's also going to be a couple of nuggets in there packed in to make sure that you got some veggies, you got some fruits, you got some nutrition with that bag lunch, right? That's full of cookies and sandwiches, right? So we want to make sure that there's the good stuff that you've always wanted, and what you'll also see is some of the good stuff that you didn't know that you probably needed. I can't wait to take as many of you to the top with us as possible. So don't be afraid to say, hey, I'm ready. Drop it in there. You know what to do. So on behalf of my better half, Risha Davis, this is Drew Davis, Blackbook Ninjas 2022, live from the beach. Signing off. Until next time, we'll see you online. Talk to you soon.